What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about the new Cover Athlete program. It's going to be replacing the AKA promo. What I'm going to ask you guys to do is go ahead and like the video, share, subscribe as we go ahead and break down some things. Before we jump into the Cover Athlete program, I have received several complaints about the fact that many of you guys were not able to finish, get all of the tokens out of the AKA challenges, and some of them were missing. What I'm going to ask you guys to do, right, is to report that to help.ea.com. Just go to the site. I do have a video up here on how to actually contact them. The easier way to do it is to also go on X and just contact @EA Help and report that. The reason that I'm saying that is because for me, I was able to get enough even without buying the packs and getting additional collectibles. I had enough for 30. So I don't understand how you guys were not able to do it. Some of you guys are reporting that you're not even able to play some of the challenges. If that still continues, let me know that as well. I will do my best to kind of get in contact with EA about that to see what they want to do. Typically, what has happened in the past is that they have released some grants to certain players that were affected by it. I know it'll be later, but it's still worth the value of, the Terminator, Aaron Donald. A lot of you guys were 2 collectibles away from getting that. So continue to share your feedback so we can figure out what's going on in that regard. What we're going to do right now is we're going to jump over to the actual my X post, and we're going to go ahead and run through it from the X post that Madden NFL released about the Cover Athlete program. So here's what EA Sports is saying right now. This is what's actually going on within the game itself. Madden Ultimate Team is going to be dropping the Cover Athlete program with Madden 03 and Madden 05. So who are those players? For those of you guys that are Madden gurus, you would have knew that it was 05. I know for a fact it was Ray Lewis, because that's when they started that stupid jumping into ball hawk or whatever the hell it was called. That was the first thing that was happening in that regard. So I always remember that because that changed Madden forever. But one of the things that I want you guys to understand is these cover athletes are going to be a little bit different. They're going to make it so that there's 2 versions of the cards. So we're going to go ahead and bring that up for you guys to go ahead and see it on the screen. So this is the 93 overall, and this is what's called the Collector's Edition. Okay, so the Collector's Edition is going to have a little bit more attributes than the other versions of the card. All right, so what they're probably going to do is give us 2 different ways to get it, and you're going to have to go ahead to the best of your ability for what you can utilize, whether it's a theme team or your bank account, because EA Sports just went crazy with the Blitz. You're going to figure out which one works best for you. What I'm going to do is always give you the best possible scenario. Okay, I want to make sure that you are getting everything out of the game, even when EA doesn't want to give it to you. All right, so we're going to talk about that as well. But this is probably going to be the more expensive version. So for this one, you can see Marshall Faulk, he has 93 speed, 93 excel. All right, as we go over to the next one, this one has 92 speed, 92 excel. All right, so it's one off and it's a 92, and it's not the actual collector's edition. And other things have changed also. So we're going to talk about that as well. Now we'll take a look at Ray Lewis. So the collector's edition has 92 speed and a 90 excel. I'm just giving you guys the first parts of it. But look at what happens though. It drops all the way down to 90 speed and 87 excel for the middle linebacker position. And I'm going to explain to you guys why EA did this. Many people are probably going to utilize them as a lurker with lurk artists. So EA Sports doesn't want you to have that much of an advantage because that ability is 1 AP. So they want to make a drastic drop off so they can skyrocket the price for the other card. So when you look at the changes, right, the zone coverage and all that stuff stays the same. But EA Sports changed that. You know what I'm saying? The speed and the acceleration, because that's a huge thing when you're playing and trying to lurk. That 1-2 speed is major, and all of you guys know what I'm talking about. It's a very, very important part of the game itself. So that's something that I wanted you guys to go ahead and take a look at. Now, the next part is the actual cover athletes and the way that it's going to be customized. Okay, so the cover athletes, the regular ones, those are just the regular, not the collector's edition. The cover athletes, the regular, they're going to quick sell for training. They're going to be available in packs. They're going to have 1 tier 2 discounted ability and custom X factors that do not start on. The collector's edition is going to quick sell for coins. Okay, it's quick selling for coins because they're limiteds. All right, available in packs for a limited time. They're going to have a tier 2, 1 tier 2 and tier 3 discounted ability. That is going to go crazy. Just think about some of the cover athletes off the top of your head. Gronk, all right, Tom Brady, Richard Sherman. It's about to get real nasty, and the custom X factors do start on. So with that being said, it's going to be a major situation that's going to be happening with the way that they do this. So everybody needs to be prepared for this, because it's gonna get really, really nasty on these MUT streets. All right, it's gonna get really, really crazy. So I wanted to make sure everybody was aware of that before we go ahead and break down what we're gonna be going ahead and doing next. So, what's our plan going to be? Our plan is simply going to be that we're going to get rid of the players that are at that position that we're going to possibly be utilizing, right? So the middle linebacker, just to go ahead and give you guys some insight into what's going on at the middle linebacker position as far as like lurker and all those things goes, I want you guys to follow this instruction for me, bro. Please go to your defense, right? And check both positions. We're going to do halfback and we're going to do middle linebacker because this is how I put together my team, and it's very, very important for you guys to understand what goes into it because this is definitely going to change Madden and the way that we play it going forward, okay? You see my players, right? I got the free Jack Campbell, all right? How many of you guys got the free Jack Campbell? Let me know in the comments, all right? I want to know how many of you guys got that. All right, that's number one. Number two, how many of you guys have maxed out your team captain, Channing Crowder? That's number two, all right? These two players right here are absolutely free. Now let's take a look at the numbers, right? We're gonna go to attributes. Take a look at what's going on. 92 speed, 91 zone. Is there a reason for us to go after Ray Lewis, right? Is there any reason? At this time, no, unless you have a theme team or you have some other type of boost that's going to make him better. Other than that, this free card is actually better. So, although EA is trying to change the way we, play Madden with the way that they're doing the collector's edition versus the regular one, you guys can understand what's going on. The cover athlete versus the collection, those changes don't matter in this regard. If you got this, if you have not been able to grind the game, you may have to look at Ray Lewis if you run 4-3-6-1 and you're utilizing these abilities for lurker and stuff like that and lurk artists, you may have to do that. That could be a possibility for you, all right? In my case, I am not in any way, form, or fashion excited about it because I have a player that's suitable. And he's 6'5", way bigger than Ray Lewis, and gets everything except for the custom X factors and the discounted abilities. But what can they discount lurk artists for? 0? If that's the case, then it would be something we would look at. But we're not currently running 4-3-6-1, so that doesn't matter at this time. All right, now let's focus in on the running back, because I want to break it down. Now look, even if you have not gotten to the point where you unlock Jack Campbell, Channing Crowder is still pretty solid, especially on a theme team. Because if you have a theme team, he jumps into 91 speed. He still has a 90 zone coverage, the same way that Ray Lewis does. He gets lurk artists for 0. I mean, for one, I'm just thinking in my mind, like maybe they're going to discount it and make it 0 for Ray Lewis, but he's still formidable to make plays for you. I just want to point that out, and that's absolutely 100% free. Okay? Now, let's go to the running back. And when you guys do this yourself, you're going to be amazed about how many things you just don't need on your team. And also, I'm about to hit 1,700 items, so I got to start getting rid of stuff. Now, let's take a look at what's going on. Bajan Mustard. Okay? Let's just take a look at what's going on with him. 93 speed, similar to what you get when you get the Marshall Faulk. Now, remember, if you're a theme team, you're going to get him no matter what and get him the 95 speed. But what I'm saying is if you're not utilizing a theme team, you don't need to spend money right now in the first part of the promo. You better believe that when Grunt drops, I'm on it. Richard Sherman drops, I'm on it. Because of that, those positions, I may not have the best possible players in those positions. But the running back and the middle linebacker, you may not need to spend money right now. So if you happen to have these players that I'm showing you, you can go ahead and take a step back. You can also pull packs to get the cards and sell them at high rates if you want to. Remember, I save my packs because I know that these type of things happen. So when I win Super Bowls and all that stuff, that's when I pull them. Now remember, even if you have a budget Adrian Peterson, like a budget card at halfback, it's still better than spending the money right now when it's early in the promo, even though they're going to be limiteds, if you don't care about those particular positions. If you do have a theme team, it's different though. But I do like the fact that it's going to be harder for people to get the collector's edition, and then some people will have to settle for the regular cover athlete edition, and it kind of gives it that ultimate team feel from in the past. So that way everybody doesn't have the same exact cards or the same exact versions. All right? So I would like to know, which version are you going for? And do you think this will change Madden with making it so that you have to spend more money and you separate the gap of everybody having the same cards? Let me know. I'm going to talk to you guys and girls next time. You enjoy your day. One love, y'all.